According to historical accounts, the Yoruba people are among the largest homogeneous ethnic groups of Africa, occupying a particular territory before British colonial rule, roughly the size of France, and today numbering about 30 million people. Throughout their known history, before British rule was imposed in the last decade of the 19th century, Yoruba land had quite a number of notable small kingdoms. Some of the major kingdoms in modern times include Ife, Abeokuta, Ilaro, Lagos, Oyo, Iwo, Osogbo, and Ogbomosho. Others are Ijebu-Ode, Ilesha, Akure, Ado-Ekiti, Okitipupa, and many more. The Owo Kingdom was one of these kingdoms of the Yoruba people. Located in the deep forests of the southeastern fringes of Yoruba land, its location in the junction of many forest routes helped it to develop early into one of the richest and most influential kingdoms of the eastern parts of Yoruba land. The Olowo is the paramount ruler of Owo Kingdom, and 32 Olowos have reigned since Oba Ojugbelu, who was said to have left Ile-Ife in the 12th century, with Oba Ajibade Gbadegesin Ogunwoye being 33rd ruler of the kingdom. History has it that the Owo people did not only originate from Ile-Ife, but are also related to the Benin people in South Nigeria. They are like brothers and share similar culture and names.
We originated from Ife. That's one of the reasons why we are so unique. Then we are related to the Benin people, so it was when we from Ife went to Benin. From Benin we came to Owo because the Oba of Benin and Olowo, they are brothers. That is why you see our culture is almost same thing with Benin people. Yes, even in our dressing is same thing. During our Igogo Festival, if you check what's the name of the major festival there, you dress same way. We are users of beads, coral beads, and Benin too. Then even there are some names there like that are in Benin that are even present in Owo. Like Izebu, we have Ishelu. Then some chieftaincy titles. Like Oluboshere, we have it here, they have it there, and so many other titles that, like Oronfonshen, all sorts of. So you have all these titles there, and you have it here.
The palace of Olowo of Owo is said to be the largest in Africa, with more than 100 courtyards, and was once declared a national monument by the Nigerian government. In this palace, the kind of governance and politics that runs the kingdom is unique and sophisticated.
The setting of a traditional institution, you cannot like it to a setting up of a democratically elected government. Here, our has a 1,000-year history of existence. The people have a way of governing themselves. We have the youths, we call Ugbama. We have the elderly one, we have the chiefs, we call xrays. That is the ladder, from the youth to the middle class to the chiefs. The chiefs here, they pay homage directly to the Oba. The Oba has quarters manned by the Ojumo, the Oshere, the Ajana, and so on, Akowa, manning the quarters, responsible directly to him in day-to-day affairs of activities that has to do with culture and tradition. So it's an inbuilt thing. It works in tandem. So there's no problem. Even before the advent of the white men or the advent of the political dispensation in Nigeria, they've been able to, do things on their own. Sometimes it might be, you say politics, because politics too is when you have people coming together, their interests, how do we go about it, what's your concern, what do you take, what do you give. But in our area, we've been able to do that successfully within ourselves when it has to do for tradition and culture.
Present-day Owo has evolved from an agrarian community to a fast-growing commercial town dotted with banks and private businesses. Some say it's because Governor Rotimi Akeredolu is an indigene of Owo.
I would disagree with you, knowing fully well that the kind of infrastructural development going on here in Owo is on in all the 18 local governments. Go to the state capital. What you see there, you cannot even compare to what is here. Ditto all the 3 central districts. This infrastructure development is going on in all the 18 local governments.
Apart from being home to an enduring history, a frontier kingdom, and a thriving tradition, Owo is unique for its people, the language they speak, and legacies they celebrate. So here's a riddle. What is a celebration of love and life without drums? Igogo Festival. Igogo is the main festival in Owo Kingdom, birthed by history and to be sustained by future generations. It's a beautiful day in Owo. People up and about their day-to-day activities, while others are already in a festive mood. We pay High Chief Ilori Eleriwe a visit, and what we meet is him attending to visitors who have come to pay homage. He explains that traditionally, Iloros play a very important role during the Igogo Festival, when the chiefs from that quarters go to the palace 3 times within a 5-day interval to offer prayers for the Olowo.
The Igogo is started by what is called Okpele, done by the Iloro chiefs. Once the Iloro chiefs go for the first one, they will go to the palace the next day for Arunfin. Then the second Okpele is done 5 days after the first one. And after this, they will go to the palace for Arunfin the next day. Once the third Okpele is done, that is when the Obama will raise the stick, which will kickstart the Ayoyo. Once the stick is raised, no one must beat any drum made of leather until the end of Igogo called Igbeyaloke. Olowo will give them a chip, which Obama will use for Uyana. It's on this day the Obama will go to the Ugbo Oronshe twice. They will go in the morning for Utegi. Day that is Ugbate, Olowo will give the Obama a ram, which they will take around the town.
Ubama. Ayoyo.
Owo lost their road monarch Obafolagbade Olateru Olagbegi earlier this year, and soon it was time to pick a successor.
The selection and the final ratification of Prince Ajibade Gbadegesi Ogunwoye as the Olowo elect. This approval that has been given by the State Executive Council, that is the Cabinet of Ondo States, now finalizes the entire chain of processes.
Oba Ajibade Gbadegesi Ogunwoye III, the new Olowo of Owo, was installed on the 23rd of August 2019 and got a staff of office on that same day.
I'm pretty sure he will never disappoint Owo. Owo is in for a great and wonderful time this time around. There's going to be a turnaround of great and mighty things in this Owo. We are pretty sure that heaven is there for us. Heaven is backing us up because this is just purely God's project.
Well, the people they've seen, they've embraced peace, and I pray the peace should continue because sincerely, as the majority of the community, I've told whoever fear to listen that enough of bloodshed in this community.
He will be performing the Igogo Festival rites for the very first time. Sons and daughters, visitors and tourists have traveled to Owo to watch the Kabiyesi dance round the town in his traditional regalia, dressed as a woman. The chiefs also do so in solidarity. Don't be mistaken, these are not your modern-day male feminists. These are custodians of an age-long tradition, a love story with a lasting legacy.
It started around year 1300 AD, during the reign of Obaregenje, who happens to be the ninth Olowo of Owo. Then there was a mysterious woman who was so beautiful, who suddenly appeared in the kingdom, and when the king heard about her and having seen her to be so beautiful, the king desired her in marriage, but she was so reluctant. But the king persisted and was able to persuade her. And she gave a condition that he had taboos which must never be broken. Nobody must pound okra in her presence, and that water must never be splashed in her presence as well. So the Olowo then, Obaregenje, agreed to obey her taboos. So they eventually got married. So along the line, after a period of time, it was in history that she blessed the Olowo with a lot of goodies. Particularly, it was in history that the beads that the Olowo subsequently Olowo was using was excreted by her mysteriously. So, after a period of time, the other wives of the Oba became jealous. So they conspired among themselves, and one after the other they broke the taboos in her presence. So the woman then was called Oronshen. So she became annoyed and departed the palace. She went to a forest called Ugbolaja. She ran into a forest called Ugbolaja. So when the king became aware about what happened, the king raised a team from the lower quarters in search of the woman, in search of Oronshen. So they went after her, but they were able to see her. They persuaded her to come back to the palace, but she refused. That her taboos had been broken and she would never come back. She, however, promised to still be with the king in spirit, and promised to protect the kingdom and to continue to be a blessing to the king and the whole kingdom. So the Iloro chiefs came back. Before then, she now said that she had only one request to make of the Oba, which was that a festival must be established in her honor, and that she will continue to be a blessing to the kingdom. Hence, Igogo Festival.
On the eve of the grand finale of Igogo Festival, Ojomo Oluda of Ijebu-Owo dances from his palace to the Olowo, who is the paramount ruler of the Owo kingdom. The chiefs also dance out to the palace, and Igogo Festival is in full swing. Ojomo and all the chiefs dance to the palace and converge at the courtyard. This is where the Olowo will come out to receive them.
Igogo means a lot. It's an annual event in Owo that brings all our sons and daughters together to come and rejoice, celebrate with Olowo. Today now is a day that all the quarter chiefs come out in their regalia and go around the town and they pay homage to Olowo of Owo. Then after that now, tomorrow will be Olowo's Igogo, and it's something that all of us will do enjoy it, both small, old, and the young ones. It's an interesting event.
The main day of Igogo Festival is also called Igogo Olowo, and unlike the previous, when Ojomo danced to the palace, this time it is the Olowo's turn to dance around the town in his traditional regalia and pay a return visit to the Ojomo. He will end this by dancing to the Ojaoba, where he and the Akwa Iloro will perform some traditional rites. Later at night, some Iloro chiefs come to the palace, a visit that will eventually bring the festival to an end. They say their prayers, perform a few more rites, and from here the Olowo will dance to the Olorisha side for more prayers. Igogo Festival is part of the cultural heritage of the Owo people and has been in place since the 1300s. Ages pass, seasons change, and one can only imagine what it will take to sustain Igogo Festival for another 1,000 years.
Something really interests me. I wouldn't say it baffles me. By now, the younger ones should have rised up to say they are condemning the tradition. A culture without language, without tradition, would be useless. That's why our people stands out in the whole western region as a cultured town. You can only compare with Benin, Ife. Interestingly, our came from Ife as district as it. I don't see any civilization that would take away the tradition because it's an inborn thing. Even the whites in the Western world, they don't have roots. They are trying to go back to their roots now. What about us? With all these legacies, what we are practicing, we love it. How do you think we can go out from it? I don't see it coming. Even This is a masquerade of a thing. We thought by now the whole thing will have been extinguished. No, the thing is coming out fine every day, every time. And you can see the type of Oba we have now. Young, energetic, cultured. He's a technocrat. He's educated. When you have such people in the position of an Oba, he has all to give. If he's not interested in Obaship and the culture, he wouldn't have aspired to be an Oba. More so, he's a direct son of an Oba. He grew up in the palace, he knew what it takes, he knew what he wants, and the people are supportive of his action. The few months of his reign, we saw the changes, and the support is enormous. If you've been here in the last 24 hours or so, you can testify to it. People trooping out in their numbers to give them that support, because that's what the people need. They want to promote this culture. They want to take it to greater heights. You know, culture this time around, we're going to commerce. I must tell you now, in the past a week or so, the business environment must have changed. You came to a war, you must have lodged in an hotel due to those people who are coming. So that's how business grow. Commerce. And in the past, I thought the federal government has named Igogo as a federal government, what do we call it? Traditional setup. It's not been, maybe, I don't know how to put it, but we know Igogo Festival ranked among the best festivals anywhere in Nigeria, even better. So I don't think Igogo, after in the next 1,000 years, go into extinction. If you have people like us who are now really involved, nobody would think it possible for Sydney to say it's an Igogo Palm, it's a chief priest or whatever. So it's an inborn thing. We'll continue to have it.
Igogo remains an event the people of this town look forward to, one of the most unique festivals in Yoruba land. The prayer here remains that the next episode meets the people in peace, power, and prosperity.